Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I am your host, James Egan, and today we're going to look at the Marvel superhero, Black Panther. Now, there's going to be a lot of videos on YouTube about Black Panther, and they're going to probably say a fact that's not actually true. Despite what many people believe, Black Panther is not the first black superhero. The first was Lion Man, who debuted in... can I say that? All Negro Comics in 1947, which means he debuted 19 years before Black Panther. He was a free American who fought foes in Africa. His sidekick was a young war orphan. Black Panther himself debuted in Fantastic Four number 52 in 1966. His real name is T'Challa. His identity wasn't known for 5 years. Although a lot of people never heard of him until he appeared in Captain America Civil War, he was the main star of the first graphic novel that Marvel ever published. T'Challa is the king of the fictional African country Wakanda. It is beside Naganda, which is another fictional country. The Black Panther is a hereditary title. The first Black Panther ever was Bashenga in 10,000 BC. And the Black Panthers are not to be underestimated. The Black Panther of 1944 fought Captain America and beat him. Once a year, the Black Panther can be challenged by anyone in Wakanda. If the Black Panther is beaten, the victor will become the new Black Panther. The Black Panther is endowed with great strength from the Panther God. This allows him to lift 800 pounds, make him strong enough to wrestle a rhino to the ground. T'Challa has personally knocked an elephant to the ground while it was in full charge. He is an expert hunter, tracker, strategist, inventor, scientist, and politician. He is an Olympic level of strength, speed, agility, stamina, and reflexes. He is a trained acrobat, gymnast, and martial artist. To maintain his strength, he absorbs a special herb designed for the person destined to be the Black Panther. This herb is poisonous to everyone else. Now you probably think, okay, so he's just a black superhero, that's his thing. But Black Panther has one of the best backstories in all Marvel Comics. To understand this, I need to talk about Vibranium. Vibranium is built into his suit and weapons. This makes him almost impossible to beat in combat, as Vibranium is indestructible. He also has small retractable claws made of Vibranium built into his gloves. All the Vibranium on Earth originated from a meteor that landed on Black Panther's homeland of Wakanda 10,000 years ago. Vibranium does not grow on Earth, and no one knows how to recreate it. The first time anyone tried to duplicate Vibranium, they accidentally created adamantium, which is what Wolverine's skeleton is made of. Vibranium absorbs almost any impact. It's the same material that makes up Captain America's shield. This material is highly desirable to the military, as well as terrorists, so invasions of Wakanda are relentless, but unsuccessful. Until recently, Wakanda was the only country on Earth that has never invaded another country, nor has it ever been successfully invaded. Wakanda has no allies and has never needed aid from a country. However, they don't share their medical and technological advancements, are afraid that their materials will be weaponized. Most of the world find Wakanda selfish and greedy, even though they are a peaceful tribe. He has a healing factor which is not as strong as Wolverine's, but allows him to recover from injuries and toxins very quickly. He personally built Falcon's wings. Wesley Snipes wrote a Black Panther screenplay, hoping he'd be cast in the lead role. But he didn't, because he was put in jail for tax evasion. He briefly served as the leader of the Fantastic Four. I've been doing this for over 5 months. Not one person has asked me to do a video about the Fantastic Four. People have asked for Onomatopoeia, Dr. Fate, The Leaper, Toad, Armadillo, who was made by the writers as a joke, Stiltman, but not one single demand for Fantastic Four. I got like 100 facts. Never gonna use them, because nobody cares about those guys anymore. In recent comics, his mask and suit are forged out of nanobots. He pulled out the heart of Mephisto, which is Marvel's equivalent of the devil. He joined the Avengers in Avengers 52 in 1968. When Daredevil left New York, the Black Panther protected the city. When he lived in New York, he set up a diner called the Devil's Kitchen. There's an alternative comic that shows what Black Panther would be like if he was white. He graduated from Oxford, Cambridge with a PhD in physics. At one point, Black Panther was the richest fictional character ever. In his prime, he was worth $500 billion. By comparison, Bill Gates is worth $76 billion. Black Panther was left in a coma after a battle with Dr. Doom. While in the coma, he was given powers by a cosmic being which turned him into the King of the Dead. As a result, he now has all the knowledge of every Black Panther that has ever existed. He is played by Chadwick Boseman in the 2016 film Captain America Civil War. His mother died while giving birth to him. His sense of smell is so acute, he can tell if someone is lying to him. His armor has a mesh that stops oncoming bullets from ricocheting. This is to prevent injuries to anyone within his proximity. He has an energy shield and teleporter built into his suit. He was nearly called Gold Tiger or Coal Tiger. His cousins banded together as a super team, the Black Musketeers. T'Challa is the official Black Panther, however he was replaced by a female called Shuri. When Shuri died, T'Challa reclaimed his title as the Black Panther. The Wakandians' fighting styles and techniques are based on the 300 Spartans that fought Xerxes' army thousands of years ago. T'Challa T'Challa married Storm of the X-Men, making her the Queen of Wakanda. George W. Bush, Oprah, Fidel Castro, and Nelson Mandela attended T'Challa and Storm's wedding. Sadly, Black Panther annulled the marriage after her teammate Namor the Submariner destroyed Wakanda. T'Challa can see perfectly at nighttime. Black Panther used to have a half mask like Batman. Nowadays, his mask covers his entire face. He is the 8th smartest person in the world. He's battled the Ku Klux Klan from time to time. The writers came up with a character from another comic called Fantastic Adventures, where a superheroine would fight dragons while on a Black Panther. There's a parody animal of him called Black Panda. Readers assume Black Panther was named after the black nationalist and socialist organization, the Black Panther Party, but this isn't true. In fact, during the 1970s, T'Challa's name was changed to Black Leopard to disassociate from the Black Panther movement because it was considered a violent organization. Like Iron Man, Panther has a Hulkbuster suit. Since Hulk is unequal when it comes to strength, Panther's Hulkbuster relies on strategy. It absorbs energy, so the harder Hulk hits it, the stronger it becomes. It shoots spore clouds that are powerful enough to knock out a blue whale. It also has advanced sonic attacks, which Hulk is vulnerable to. He regularly fights Man-Ape, a man with the agility and strength of a gorilla. His nemesis is Ulysses Claw. He personally killed Black Panther's father, T'Chaka. He's played by Andy Serkis in Avengers Age of Ultron and will reprise the role in the 2018 film Black Panther. Also, let me know if you want me to do a video about Claw. He is voiced by Digimon Han Sao in the 2000 animated series Black Panther.
I think in time, you will represent to your nation what the Black Panther represents to Wakanda.
This series is almost line for line, shot for shot, identical to the 2005 story, Who is the Black Panther? If you want to read comics about Black Panther, that is what I recommend. It summarizes everything about Black Panther, Wakanda, his backstory, the history of his country, as well as his nemesis, Claw. All in one single story. He is voiced by Keith David in a 1994 animated series, The Fantastic Four. Although Keith David isn't universally known, he does have, hands down, one of the best voices in the world.
I applaud your cleverness, Mrs. Richards. But even when a panther cannot hear his victim, he can always detect the scent.
And the final fact, as I've mentioned before in my Animals Misconception video, Black Panthers don't actually exist. If you've ever seen a photograph or a video or seen a Black Panther in a zoo, it wasn't a Black Panther, it is a black leopard. If you look at it closely, you will see it actually does have black spots. There is no big cat in the world that is completely black. If you want to know more misconceptions about animals like that, I'll leave a link at the end of this video. That's all there is for Black Panther. A couple of months ago, I had this idea that when I did comics, I would do like a comic week where I would talk about just black superheroes and supervillains, because they never get enough credit, and there is a lot of very interesting ones like Falcon, Storm, Green Lantern, Black Manta, Patriot, Nick Fury. So if you want me to do a, for lack of a better word, a black comics week in the future, let me know. Be sure to subscribe to Facts About Everything. Follow me on Twitter for updates on upcoming videos. Check out my Facebook page to let me know what subjects you want me to talk about in the future. Thanks for watching, see you again.